Hello everybody. Cheers. Here's to a new week. Oh, it's good to be back. I'm feeling tired. I was away at the weekend. Overnight bus on Friday, Glasgow to London. Overnight bus on Saturday, London to Glasgow. And we're not talking comfy recliner seats, we're just talking a normal bus. So it's one of the things I'm noticing about getting into my 50s is that kind of thing's a bit harder. You know, it's going to take a couple of days, I think, to recover from that. But no hangover, you know. I don't know what like that would have been if I'd carried on with that at the age of 50. We were down seeing our daughter playing in the BBC Proms. I mean, can you imagine a better thing than that? I can't. It's on the radio. It was on Radio 3, BBC Radio 3, so I'll put a link down below and you can listen to it. What an absolute joy. You know, what a privilege to be able to get to go and see that in the Royal Albert Hall. It's just, I'm still processing it, I think. But here's the thing that's relevant for this channel, you know, as I talk about mental health and self-improvement and life after addiction and all that. The last part of the concert was quite stressful because it was meant to finish at 10:15 and we had to walk to the bus station in Victoria, which was about a 40-minute walk, and our bus was leaving at 11. So the concert didn't finish at 10:15. It was still going on at 10. And you think, whoa, you know, you're really getting your money's worth here, because they did a little piece that was an additional piece after the second piece, which was the Gershwin. They played some Gershwin, and as I sat there feeling more and more stressed, it started to feel a bit like the last Lord of the Rings film, you know, when you think it's nearly finished and then it isn't. And they kept playing like bits that sounded like a big crescendo, and then you'd be like, right, okay, they're done. And then it was like, and into another bit, and it was like... So I was aware of the stress levels building up in me because I was really worrying about getting to the bus on time. And I was also aware that I was worrying about something I couldn't change. So I suppose that's progress in a sense, isn't it? That I've learned to be aware of when I'm feeling that way. And I told myself, I remember thinking to myself, Cams, you need to just accept the situation and go with the flow. You know, I've read about that in The Power of Now. I've read about that in the Tao of Pooh, where they talk about Wu Wei being like water. But it was almost like I was choosing the stress. You know, I could feel that process in my mind. It seemed like I was unwilling to let it go. You know, when I first heard of the concept of harbouring resentments, you know, in an AA situation, I thought that was a really good way of describing it, because it feels like that. It feels like I'm going to hold on to these. I know these are harmful, but I'm going to hold on to them anyway. There's nothing you can do about it. It felt a wee bit like that, you know. Couldn't seem to go with the flow. And I mean, it all worked out. We got home, and even if it hadn't worked out, we'd maybe have got the next bus, or we'd have got a room somewhere, or, you know, it would have worked out even if not as planned. And I knew that. I was telling myself that in my head, you know. I was starting to think about what would we do if we missed the bus. It's like my default behaviour. I don't know how to pre-program that, but I suppose the awareness is the first part of it. So I'm grateful for that. And I got to see the most amazing thing ever, you know. Seeing my daughter sitting playing on a stage in the Royal Albert Hall. It was just, doesn't get any better than that. And speaking of amazing things, I got a really nice email from somebody that watches this channel, so thank you for that lovely piece of correspondence you sent. It really means a lot, you know, that what I make is resonating with somebody out there. So, you know, I'm feeling quite chuffed about that. When I sat down this morning, I was like, I'm not going to make a video, too tired. I'm going to eat some cereal, I'm going to read my book, you know, I'm tired, it's going to be a hard day. But you know what I'm finding, just sitting down and talking into camera and thinking about getting my day on its way, my week on its way, because it's Monday. You know, I'm starting to feel better already. It's an amazing thing that making something like this can get me back on track. The hard bit's the resistance. That's the thing when you think, well, I don't feel like it, maybe I won't. That's when I want to push through. Which is why it's so good having the camera just ready to go. You know, if there was any setup, that would add more friction and resistance. So here we are, about to head into a new week. So I will bid you all a great week. If you want to go and listen to that Proms, you can. It's on the BBC Sounds, BBC Radio 3, and they played a new composition by Danny Elfman. So this was kind of its premiere. He wrote it specifically for the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain. And then they played some Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue. And then they played some Ravel, Maurice Ravel. So it's all on the BBC Sounds app, and it's going to be on TV. I know, I think it's the 19th of August. It's coming out. Is it BBC 4 maybe? So I don't know if you'll be able to see it if you're outside the UK. I'm not sure how that works with the BBC, but there are always VPNs and all of that. So yeah, that's us. Have a fantastic week, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.